What's up, Random Phantom? How's it going? Hope you guys are doing well. Today we're about to get into the latest pitch meeting from Screen Rant and Ryan George. This time it's for James Bond's Skyfall. Pre-pitch meeting thoughts, my favorite James Bond film ever, Skyfall. My number one. It's a fantastic film and almost a masterpiece in my eyes. Daniel Craig had his absolute best with this one. There's a lot of, great cinematography. There's a lot of great action sequences and all that kind of stuff. So, yeah, anyways, let's get into the pitch meeting and see what Ryan George has for us.
So, you have a James Bond movie for me? Yes, sir, I do. So, James Bond is on a secret spy mission, right? Oh, yeah, he's always doing that kind of stuff. Oh, yeah, he does that a ton. So much. So many times he's done that. Definitely. So, he needs to catch this assassin bad guy, right? And he stole a list of all the undercover agents that MI6 has around the world. Oh, they just keep all those names on a single list then? Yeah, they just keep that all on one big list where if you get one laptop, you get the whole thing. Well, interesting to learn about the spy world best practices, And so James Bond ends up getting shot a couple of times by this bad guy on this train, and this other agent has to take this super difficult shot in order to kill the bad guy. Oh my god. So she takes the shot, but she hits Bond, and he falls off this massive bridge from a height where the fall alone would kill him. What? Then his unconscious body shoots down a waterfall. He's just sinking and bleeding from multiple bullet wounds. What is going on? So, there's like no way he could have survived that, right? Yeah, I mean, for sure. But then again, you wouldn't kill James Bond off in the very first scene, so, I'm super invested to see how he survived that. Yeah, for sure. So anyway, later James Bond is kind of just hanging out, chilling, kind of retired. Wait. How did he get out of the situation where he was unconscious and bleeding and underwater? Well, we're going to have this amazing opening title sequence, right? With music from Adele, right? So he figured something out while that was happening, I imagine. But how? Listen, sir, there is an Adele music video taking up the screen for several minutes, so we can't know what's going on behind there, Wow, well, okay, all right. So anyway, after about a year of just hanging out, MI6
fair point.
And Bond hears about it, and also that somebody's mad at Amp. Uh-oh, she's from the other movie. So he goes back to London like, hey, what's up? I'm back. Don't worry about how. And so what does he do to help? Well, he pulls some bullet fragments out of his body from where the bad guy shot him, and he has MI6 analyze them. Okay. And it turns out this is a super special kind of bullet that's only used by like 3 people around the world. Oh, wow. Well, thank God the professional assassin used bullets that can be specifically traced back to him. Yeah, maybe that's something a professional assassin would do. So Bond gets to this guy and he kills him. Oh man, so he doesn't have a lead anymore? Well, actually, this guy had a super secret assassin poker chip on him, so that leads Bond to a casino. Jeez, that guy loved leaving breadcrumbs. It seems that way. So Bond goes to this casino along with that other agent, and during the mission, he kind of plops his earpiece into her drink. Oh, why would he do that in the middle of a mission? Cut off communication. Because how cool is that? It's pretty cool. Anyway, so then Bond meets this woman who's like a prisoner, kind of, and she leads him to the bad guy of the movie, this guy named Silva. And how does that go? Well, see, Silva forces Bond at gunpoint to shoot a glass off of this lady's head. Oh, but he misses, so Silva shoots her right in the face. Oh my god, well, there was nothing Bond could have done, he had a gun pointed at him. That's right, exactly. So then Bond fights his way out of the situation, and a bunch of helicopters show up. He couldn't have done that like a couple seconds earlier so that woman wasn't shot in the face? Nope. Oh, okay. So they put Silva in a glass cage, which is what you do when you catch a villain halfway through the movie. That does seem to be standard procedure. Yeah, and just like any villain captured halfway through the movie, he wanted to be captured. It was part of his plan. Oh, he did? So what's his plan? Well, see, Q plugs Silva's computer into the MI6 computer mainframe, which hacks it and sets Silva free. The tech expert just connects the bad guy's computer into the secret spy computer network. He does, yeah. So that opens Silva's cage up, and he takes out 2 guards and escapes through the tunnels. Okay. So Bond starts chasing Silva, but this guy has this whole thing planned out to a T. He has some of his men hand him a cop disguise in the subway. How? And after this super long chase, Bond catches up to Silva and starts shooting at him, but Silva's like, whoa, 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 whoa. Well, why would he stop? Oh, I just told you. Silva said, whoa, 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 whoa. I guess that's convincing. So then it turns out Silva had planned this whole thing too, and a big train crashes right through the tunnel right at that moment. What? And then M is at this hearing thing, which was also part of Silva's plan. So he bursts in with a gun, and he misses. He doesn't manage to hit her. Okay, what's wrong? What's up? I mean, that just sounds like a super convoluted plan based on things he couldn't possibly know or time. Don't know what you're talking about. Well, I mean, what if Q hadn't plugged in the laptop? Or what if he plugged it in like 45 minutes later? Well, yeah, if Q had to go to the bathroom, the plan wouldn't have worked. Yeah, but no, it was all planned. He knew that Q had already pooped that day or was going to poop later. Yeah. And if at the end the plan was to just burst into M's hearing, why not just do that part? Like, why do all the other stuff? Why get captured? Well, see, he wanted to know where M's hearing was. That's public information, though, I think. Listen, sir, the thing is, it's going to be a very cool sequence, so I'm going to need you to get all the way off my back about it. Oh, I didn't realize it was going to be cool. Okay, let me get off of that thing. Okay, thanks. So now Bond has to bring M to safety, and he has to assume that all the MI6 channels are compromised. So what does he do? He brings her to his childhood home in Scotland and has Q lure Silva there. So do Bond and M go with a bunch of people kind of off-grid with a bunch of guns too? It's just the two of them, and Bond says there are some old hunting rifles there they can use. So his plan to protect M is to bring just the two of them to an old house in Scotland and use a couple of hunting rifles and lure a supervillain over to them. That's what we're going with. It also turns out all the rifles were sold except for one. Wow, so what do? Well, sir, have you seen Home Alone? Yes, so... They do Home Alone? They do Home Alone, sir. They set up a bunch of traps that are just as deadly as the ones Kevin McAllister set up. Oh, Kevin McAllister murder machines are tight. So then Silva sends a bunch of men into the house and the Home Alone traps work on them. Wow. And then Silva shows up in a helicopter and shoots the whole place up from the sky. Feels like he could have led with that. Maybe. So then M is going to get shot, so her and the groundskeeper escape through a secret tunnel that leads them out into a super dark field. Oh, nice. Very sneaky. Going to be hard for Silva to find them now. Actually, it's going to be super easy. Barely an inconvenience. Oh, really? Yeah, because see, they're walking through the dark field with a flashlight, so Silva's like, oh, there they are. Okay. So then Bond manages to kill Silva, but M dies too. Very sad. And so that's about it. What do you think? Oh, it sounds like a pretty good time, but people didn't really like the last movie, Quantum of Solace, and it didn't make a ton of money. Yeah. So I'm just kind of like, are people really going to come see another Daniel Craig James Bond movie? Well, maybe we could try spending like $100 million on marketing. Oh, yeah, that might work. Let's try that. Hi everybody, Ryan here. Hope you enjoyed that pitch meeting. Also, if you're into cars and vehicles and automobiles and other synonyms for car, be sure to check out our friends over at the Hot Cars channel. They've got you covered for all the latest auto news, informative reviews, and fun featurettes on the world of cars, pickup trucks, and motorcycles. Okay, bye now. Thanks for watching. I'll see you around.
That's funny. Oh man. I will say that they do make a few fair points. I will remember a lot of people were saying that was kind of funny with the traps and whatever for the house with almost being like Home Alone. Yeah, I do remember that. But yeah, for me, Skyfall is the best Bond film with No Time to Die and Casino Royale close behind with Dr. No and Moonraker coming in next to those. I'm actually a huge fan of those. It's I'm usually with the older Bond films, not really, but there's Moonraker and Dr. No are especially the ones that I'm a huge fan of. But yeah. Another great pitch, man. It's I know some of it's sarcastic, some of it's just hey, a little nitpicky and whatever, but they do make some great points, but it's all for fun, and it does make you laugh. So anyways, guys, that was my reaction to the Skyfall pitch meeting. Just want to say to those who are new here, you can go ahead and check out my channel for other reactions like this, as well as trailer reactions, top 10s, movie reviews, and a bunch of other film related content. If you are a returning subscriber, I really appreciate you. If you are new to subscribing, please do not forget to click the bell to get notified of future videos. I have a Patreon if you'd like to support me over there. I give early access to videos and all that kind of stuff. I also have a Twitter where you can follow me. I give updates to the videos as well as me talking about my favorite movie news. And I have a Discord that you can join and interact with me and a bunch of other people. So, just want to say one last time, I appreciate you all. Stay random.